Trump was asked if he takes responsibility for the pandemic since he fired the pandemic experts in 2018, and it didn't go well. This video is from a week or so ago, maybe a week and a half ago. And then you're going to see also a video from all the way back in 2018 when he's answering questions about firing the pandemic experts.
You said that you don't take responsibility, but you did disband the White House pandemic office, and the officials that worked in that office said that the White House lost valuable time because that office wasn't disbanded. What do you make of that?
Well, I just think it's a nasty question. And when you say me, I didn't do it. I mean, you say we did that. I don't know anything about it.
Have consistently called for enormous cuts to the CDC, the NIH, and the WHO. You've talked a lot today about how these professionals are excellent, how they're critical and necessary. Does this experience at all give you pause about those?
No, because we can get money and we can increase staff. We know all the people. We know all the good people. It was a question I asked the doctors before. Some of the people we cut, they haven't been used for many, many years, and if we ever need them, we can get them very quickly. And rather than spending the money, and I'm a business person, I don't like having thousands of people around when you don't need them. When we need them, we can get them back very quickly.
Yeah, it turns out that pandemic experts are people who should never have been laid off because they could have done this very important thing called preparedness. If there were pandemic experts there, my guess is, some of their recommendations would have been, hey, we don't have enough ventilators if we have a crisis. Hey, we don't have enough masks if we have a crisis. Hey, we don't have enough ICU beds, and we need contingency plans for makeshift hospitals that we could, kind of make immediately in the case that we need them. So, pandemic experts, this is their job. Their job is to keep their eye on what's going on, hey, what's happening with the coronavirus when it initially broke out in China. Okay, is it spreading? Oh boy, it's spreading. And then they make recommendations and they're on top of it. That's what they do. So to fire them means Trump was gambling on there not being a pandemic while he's president. That's what it was. It was a gamble. Oh, okay, there probably won't be a pandemic while I'm president. We haven't had one for a while. But it turns out not having one for a while was more of an argument for we will probably get one soon. Because, I think they said about every 20 years, there's a pandemic. There's, and it's different levels. I don't know if they're including, swine flu, which had a relatively lower death rate than previous pandemics like the Spanish flu. But this is what experts say, and apparently we were overdue for a bad one, and here we are. And the problem is he doesn't believe in good government. He doesn't believe in Health and Human Services and Centers for Disease Control, and that's why he cut their budget. Because this is Republican 101. I'm going to massively build up defense, even though we don't need it. It's bloated, unnecessary military budget, which is nothing but corporate socialism, aka corporatism, for Raytheon and Boeing and Honeywell and Halliburton and KBR. And, hey, let's give all the money to the defense contractors and Wall Street, and everything else gets cut. Social safety net gets cut. Our important government agencies that do vital work like pandemic preparedness, they get cut. And here we are. And it doesn't help also that early on, Trump was out there, doing his normal Trump thing and doing the counter narrative. And when people were saying, hey man, this might be a real serious thing, he was like, no, it's just like the flu. It's no big deal. It'll go away with the hot weather, so on and so forth. Oh boy. So, here we are. But at least now you see the video. He was asked a question about that, and he gave a typical Trump answer. I'm a business guy. I don't like seeing people just standing around doing nothing, and so I fired him. And if we ever need him, we get him back. Well, you got him back when it was too late and we weren't prepared for the current pandemic.